Okay, so now we're up to section 3, multiplying. Now with our multiplying, there's a few things that we need to know first up. So the first thing is when we multiply, if we have just one number on top of the other, we're just going to use our times tables to times the 6 by the 3. And that would become 18. There's nothing here, so the 1 just goes out the front. When you then have two numbers times by one number, we need to times just like we did before, but now there's a second number, so that will follow on afterwards. So we're going to do 5 times by 3, which is 15, and 5 times by 1, which is 5, but we're going to add this on to make it 6 because it was a carryover. Then you could have 3 numbers across the top, same process. We're going to have 5 times by the 3, gives us 15, carry the 1 plus. We're going to have 5 times by 1, which gives us 5, adding the 1 makes it 6, and then 5 times by 2 makes it 10. We'd carry the 1 up here, but see how there's no actual number there? So it just goes straight down the end, finish off as 1065. Now, that's all single digit on the bottom. What we also need to look at is having 2 digits on the bottom. And for this, we're going to need a few colours. Actually, I won't do 33, I'll do 35. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is the 2 times by the 5, just like we did before. See, we had the bottom number times by the top number. So we're going to go 2 times by 5, and that's going to give us 10. So I'm going to put a 0, and I'm going to carry my 1 just like before. Now I need to do my second number just like we practiced before, where we did 5 times by the other top number. So we're going to do 2 times by the 3. So 2 times by 3 is 6, plus the 1 that's sitting here is 7. I'm going to put that answer underneath. Then what I need to do is put in something called a placeholder. And this is just a 0 here to say I've finished with that number. And I'm going to move over now to the next number, which is this number 1. And what you'll see is because of the placeholder, the number 1 is the place where I'm going to put my first answer. So now we're going to repeat the pattern. We're going to start on the right. We're going to do 1 times 5. When we times by 5, we get 5. So that's my answer. Then we're going to follow the pattern again, and we're going to do 1 times by 3. And so again, we're going to get 3, and we put it underneath in the next column. What you'll notice though is that we have 2 answers. And so what we need to do is now add those 2 answers together to get one final answer. So I'm going to add 0 plus 0 is 0. 7 plus 5 is 12, just like normal adding, 2 and then 1. And then 3 plus 1 is 4, and 420 is our answer. So if we just want to recap briefly, we do this number times by the right hand number, then we do the right hand on the bottom times by the left hand on the top. So we've just done this one times by both. We put a place value to show that we're swapping over, and then we repeat by doing the left number over here, and then the left number over here. Once we've finished everything, we add them up, and that's how we do multiplying. So we'll go through some of our questions together so that we can check to make sure that we understand what we're doing.